I end up getting nauseated, I get a headache, and I can't even sleep. I've been
Oh,
so sleepless. Like,
hmm.
I have bags under my eyes from where I'm not able to sleep. My mind is not shutting off. So I don't
Yeah.
know what to
And
do at this
that's
point because everything you've taught me, it's
mhm,
minimizing it.
right. That kind of concerns me because you need to be sleeping, you need to be eating right. Those are very important. Otherwise, you're gonna get sick, and I think that'll also make you feel depressed. Have you been feeling depressed? Or have you? Is your mood been okay?
I really feel that my mood has fluctuated, especially when I feel physically sick. And I think that, I even went to the school nurse and I took my blood pressure, and it was like 179 over 110.
Oh wow.
Was like, lay down, this is stage 2 hypertension. And she asked what I had eaten, and I told her, I had a salad, I had some water, that was about it. But I ate pretty balanced that day, so it wasn't like something that I ate that affected me. And she said, well, how many hours of sleep did you get? And I said, I'm not sleeping. I said, I haven't slept since the day before. I said, and I was up all night. I said, I was planning strategies for the star, and I woke up with a headache and I still came to work. I didn't want to call in, but
Right.
I'm physically feeling sick.
Right. Do you think that it might be because of anxiety? Are you feeling anxious about the test and the pressure that's put on you?
Very anxious about the test. I'm not really feeling too depressed about it, but
Okay.
I'm having severe anxiety.
Okay. Mary, that kind of concerns me because, sleep is essential for our bodies. If you don't sleep, you're going to end up getting sick and then you won't be able to take care of your son and yourself. Have you thought about possibly seeing a doctor, like a physician? Are you open to that, to maybe him to evaluate you and maybe getting medication for it? I know that's not the first thing, and that's not the first thing we've jumped to. We've had weeks, we've had 5 week sessions, and it just concerns me that I know you've made some progress, but I don't want that you are going to revert when we are done with our sessions. You're always welcome to come back to me, but I just want to put that out there to see if you're open to it.
Um, I am open to going to a physician. The reason that I just don't know anybody. Like, I'm never a sick person. That's just me physically. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty healthy, but
Right.
this past semester has just been so intense because I have to do for my own child. Like, I feel like I don't have any help from anybody with that either. Like, I feel there's no other person that I can talk to about it. My own child is in a star tested area. So that has brought a lot of sleeplessness on me because I toss and I turn, and I think, how unfortunate is it for him that he has to meet these standards,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I'm trying my best to help him as well. And it's
Right.
not like his dad is in the picture or
Right.
anybody else is in the picture to help in terms of grandparents or aunts and uncles.
Right.
So that in itself adds more stress to me, and I just feel like I don't know where to go because I don't want to show up at a doctor's office and be like, hey, I can't control my problems, because that's how I'm feeling at this point.
Right. And I will use somebody that I know that is a good referral, and if you want we can both sit in on the session, and maybe he can come in kind of to meet you in my office so that way you feel more comfortable in your own an environment that you're familiar with. He can come and talk to you just a little bit about what kind of things you would be talking about. With your consent, I can release some of your records and some of the notes that we have that we've talked about, so you don't feel like you're starting over. Now you have to explain everything to somebody. He can kind of look over those notes, and he's in our practice, so he's really been a good help to us. Another thing, if you after you see him, you want to seek more support, is you talked about being a single mom. You can always, there are single parent support groups. How do you feel about that?
I would really like it if it was maybe a church-based group,
Okay.
somewhere where I can include my child as well.
Right. And I think another thing good possibly for your son, since he's a little bit older and he doesn't have a lot of male figures in his life, maybe like a Boy Scout. Have you thought about possibly putting him in something like that? And I think